What's up, peeps? Got one of those Dear Glendon emails. Glendon, do storage auction managers tell the truth? It depends. This is just the gist of it. It's a very long email and there was other parts in there. So I'm just going to touch on this part here. I was on my way to an auction. I did everything else. I got your book. I did everything that you said to do. And I was on my way to the auction, got there, and I pulled out my phone, called them up, and they said they had one unit. And I asked them all the questions and everything. And essentially, long story short, the facility manager lied to me. The unit was supposed to be a 10 by 30. Got there, it was a 10 by 10. It was half full. There was 30 people there. Everybody was pissed off. It was nothing but junk. Okay. You got your answer. Yes, they lied. Let me explain something to you. Let me break it down for you so it's forever broken. When you're dealing with a storage facility, you have to understand their first priority is not your best interest. Their first priority is, if any way, shape, form, fashion possible, that they can get that unit back to the tenant and recoup the money that they lost. That's job number one. Okay? Job number one. Forget anything else that you heard. That's their number one priority. It's not you. With that, some facility managers will tell you the truth. It's junk. Some facility managers will lie to you. Straight up lie. And this is where, and it takes time to develop a relationship with the managers and the district managers and the auctioneers. I get this question all the time. Hey, Glendon, where can I get your books? Strange, I know. But you can get Storage Auctions 101 on Kindle. You can also get the new Storage Auction Buyer's Handbook also on Kindle and my blog. And the oldest, well, not exactly the oldest, but Making Money A to Z. You can get that on Amazon or my blog. And the best of the best, the 48 Hours of Storage Auction Success, you can only get from my blog. For those of you who don't give a damn about storage auctions, you can get Pimpin' Craigslist for Fun and Profit or the Ultimate Garage Sale. And if you don't like that, hey, I got you. You can get The Porn Is Always in the DVD Player. That's my life as a storage auction buyer. And for those who want to experience the mental side of success, check out the Hustler Mindset Project on my blog. Now to the video. Because the first time you see them, that's the first time they saw you. I mean, yeah, you friendly, but they don't know anything about you. And the district managers, the property managers, and the auctioneers, they've seen people come and go, long before the television shows even came on. And they know that the average newbie is not going to be around that long. So they're not really going to be that vested in you. And yeah, they'll be friendly. They'll give you pedestrian information. Sure, they'll do that. But are you going to get an inside tip from a storage manager or an auctioneer that they don't even know you? No! And this is the thing. There's something I put in my book that helps you deal with this. But the deal is, you have got to put some skin in the game, because this is one of the things that kills people going into business. They expect to get the rank, the privileges of people who paid their dues, and it doesn't work that way. That's one of the biggest things that goes on. But back to it. This is how you know if they're lying to you. They answer very quickly. Yep, it's a great unit. You're like, oh, really? This is what I know, my experience. The storage facility managers, district managers, and the people that I halfway knew, the information was 75 to 85% janky. Sometimes it was true and blue, but most of the time it was janky. But the people that I had great relationships with the information was 100% gold. And some of those relationships took 2 years to develop. It wasn't like, I'm Glendon. I'm out here, yeah, I got some money in my pocket, I'm bought these units, we beat. No, it didn't work like that. One of my best sources of information was a total pain in the ass for a year. I mean, many people stopped going to these auctions. They just stopped because she was just like, this is what you're going to do. You can't stay in the office. I mean, seriously, a lot of folks were like, and a lot of folks didn't come back. But me, got gotta be smarter than the average bear. You can't. What's your first priority? Your first priority is to go out and get units. It's not to be liked. It's not to be someone's friend. It's to get units. And what I quickly deduced, and I was 100% spot on, was because she was so ABC by the rules that a lot of people weren't going to deal, which means thinner storage auction crowd, which means better deals for me. Okay, that's how you have to think. All this, it should be, the type of people that use the word fair, suckers and fools. Life ain't fair. Many things ain't fair. And just like things can be, quote, unfair towards you, they can be unfair in your advantage if you're out playing the game and not at home crying. Life's not fair. It's not fair. Like a little scared little bitch. Grow some balls. Put some hair on your chest, because that stuff, it's ridiculous. But she was just like, take your driver's license, had to copy your driver's license each and every time, the same procedure. And then one day, I saw her in public. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And he's like, hi. And we just started talking. She was like a real nice person and everything. And she said, I'm really surprised you talked to me. I was like, why? And she's like, most people, they see me, they just go the other way. It's like, because you act like a bitch. I mean, you just like King Kong. And you like, argh. And she just started laughing. She's like, well, I am a tough cookie. And I just kind of poked her. And no sexual thing. And no, we didn't date. No, it didn't happen like that. But after that brief exchange of no more than maybe 15 minutes at a Publix up in Snellville, I started getting good information. I'm not talking about like, I have to look around, make sure no one's around. Because see, something else. A lot of storage facilities, when they do their lock cuts, they take pictures. And they have those pictures in the office, in a folder. Yes, they do. And I would just kind of slide on by the office with some donuts or something. Hey, how you doing? She's like, step over here. Okay. It's like, yeah, you can look at this because the camera won't capture this. Because if you notice, you go into any storage facility office, there's cameras like in certain spots. And then they've got behind the desk the monitors over the property. But she knew where the blind spots were in her office. Now I stand in that one spot and flip through the folders. Oh, yeah. Take notes on the sticky note, fold it up and put it in my wallet. That's what real information is. You're not going to get that just, I just came out to the auctions and I'm a newbie. No, it's not going to happen. Let that pipe dream go. But for those of you who really want to know how to work this, this is what you do. You treat the facility people like people. You don't go too high, you don't go too low. You just be yourself and treat them with respect and dignity, and you start working on the relationship. I'm going to give you some freebies here, some serious hints. Now, a lot of times, there will be a relief manager during the auction, which means she doesn't know anything or he knows nothing, has no clue. And when you call in, hey, and they're going to like, okay, and they're just going to go down the list and just give you information. And yeah, and the ad says this. They're just giving you information they know if they take the time to do that. But relief managers are notorious for being left out the loop. Why? Because the relief managers, they're at this property, that property, that property. I got a killer unit because of a relief manager. Because I'm going to say this. There's no substitute for doing your own work. Okay, there are no shortcuts. There's no substitute for doing your own work. And when doing your own work includes making the phone calls, developing your database, and building relationships. If you're like a shy person, just stop watching and just stay at home and be a loser, because that's not going to work in this new economy, this new digital paradigm. It's not going to work. I don't like talking to people. You're going to have to talk to people online and offline. Treat them like people and just build that. And also, this is something else too. And this is a big, big newbie mistake. The day of auction is full of drama. And the property manager has his or her district manager or sometimes a higher up corporate person in the office. And not only are they checking to make sure that they crossed all of the T's and dotted all of the I's, they're looking at everything, which means that person's under a tremendous amount of stress. And you go in there being like an asshole or asking a crazy amount of questions, they're going to be nice to you because they got people on, but you have just crossed the line and you've entered into the area of asshole, and they will not forget that shit. You can't see her manager, they're there, they're behind the desk, and you're acting crazy. I'm serious because I saw it go down. This happened in public storage. The girl was new, and bam, it was like 4 of them. All right, the district manager, some guy, another guy. There was 4 of them on the property. Big auction, 18 units. This is her first auction, and they're on there. And then there was like the clampers were being mean, and some other people were being mean. And as at the end of the auction, I didn't buy anything because I didn't see anything I wanted. I stayed in the office because Publix is real slow, and I knew it was gonna be a minute before we got in there. And as they were doing stuff, and she kind of came out to her golf cart, and I followed her, and I just put my hand on the back and I'm like, it's gonna be okay. Don't let these folks worry you. They're just like crazy, and this is gonna happen. You know, just be firm and direct, and you'll be all right. Little thumbs up, little pat on the back, went on my way, right? For 2 years, killer information. To build networks and build relationships, you have to go above and beyond the average. You can't get exceptional results doing the average shit. That's what kills me with people. You have to put in effort. Another way to develop great relationships with the DMs and manager, take them to lunch. You know, they work Monday through Friday. They're available more often than just storage auction days. I've taken many managers like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, let's go to lunch. Let's do this. It's politicking, networking and building. Politicking and building. You got to do that. You can't just, hope it's going to happen. And it's not going to happen on 1 or 2 or 3 quick meetings. It takes time. Some of the best storage auction information that I got from district managers and property managers came from building deep and abiding relationship. And this is another way to build a relationship. You know the property manager's in trouble on the unit, and the unit is just garbage. It's garbage. This is how I would handle it. I go over there and I said, look, nobody's going to bid that, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you $50 for it and you give me extra time at another property. Done. Okay? Now see, what did I just do? I didn't sit back and ask. I actually gave, and then I asked. Do you get that? You have to work it like that. And I would do stuff like that, and the word kind of got out like, yeah, he'll do that, he'll help you out. And this brand new manager, she's like, yeah, I heard about you. And I was like, what do you hear? Good things or bad things? She's like, no, you're very well liked in the organization. Yeah, because see, the thing is, what you don't understand is managers talk to other managers. You can get banned from auctions by being an asshole over here because the word travels. It travels at the speed of light. I'm telling you, I've seen people come up and it's like, oh yeah, you got banned so you cannot come on the property. Do you want to be that guy? I saw it. I was like, and he had loot. And he was like, I got money. He pulled out his money and she was like, I don't care. You're banned. Go away. Or I'm going to call the police. For real. It went down. That went down. I'm going to do that story one day. But essentially, they will lie because it's in their best interest to lie to you. So, once again, do your homework. Make sure that you're on top of your game. And don't be buying some wolf tickets. Because I'm telling you, you really, really have to work this in avenues that you have not even thought about. But that's kind of it. Yeah, they lie. They lie. They'll lie all day long. One unit, they'll have 30 people come out for some garbage because they hope one fool will bid. That's just how it is. As you see, T-shirts back. It's the first day of, it's October. Just got to get the winter gear back out, get all my stuff back out. But essentially, take care of yourself and work hard, work smart, and be diligent, and it will reward you. It will. Trust me on that. All right, this is Glendon, and I'll see you in the next video.